Phase of Baden. This hero's stock rising, feels like.
It's always been a North American special. Thank you, Logan Bupped Grace. From
the OG ABBA.
Where's he at these days?
Haven't seen him, man.
In ABBA heaven, I don't know. Nice.
He's in the clouds, just spamming a Baden Omni still.
He finished his goal of making ABBA, a viable
hero.
Yeah,
and Omni.
Like, I'm done.
Yeah, they came at the same time. He only played those two.
He's like, peace, I'm done.
My work here is complete.
And they ban out the Lone Druid. I think that's a good call because that game was very easily losable. If they make one mistake, the Bear just kills your entire base. And he dominated the early game, as you guys said. He owned the early game.
It's just nice because you can pick it kind of early and then have that flexibility to play it mid or safe lane, even mix up lanes and send it off lane sometimes. So it's a very versatile hero for that reason.
Yeah.
So far, I don't feel like Ace's playstyle really fits the meta. He's been picking Lone Druid and Arc Warden, and he's been trying to farm away from his team. And I think last game, the big issue for Cloud9 was in the mid game, you have this level 7 Pangolier with no items, and you have a Lone Druid
who's getting caught because he's on his own.
Yeah, number one net worth in the game, and you're taking 4-on-4s or Lone Druid's dying because he's alone. I think if you just play Pango by himself to get some levels back, and Lone Druid with the team, even though Lone Druid isn't necessarily what one would think of as a team fighter at that stage in the game, every game you have to treat it differently as what hero best operates farming and what hero best aids us as a group of 4. And I personally would much rather have a number one net worth Lone Druid than a level 7 Pangolier at 13 minutes into the game. Yeah. That's just the kind of stuff where last game, Arteezy was at one fight because they dove him and he had to chrono. But aside from that, he's given all the space he needs to recover. And on the other hand, you have heroes like Pango that just weren't. Abed on the Kunkka was in every single fight. He was number one net worth. You see him everywhere. And I think that's kind of what's been Ace's and C9's issue so far in the mid game.
That's the thing. I'm surprised they did the Monkey King versus Kunkka, because the thing is, Kunkka doesn't really care if he wins his lane anymore. You get level 6, right? You get that one rotation top or bottom. you're right back into the game.
I mean, you do what, 600 nuke damage or something, plus a Tidebrainer?
I remember,
no one's living through that.
You just see Kunkkas lose middle lanes, and then as long as they get one successful gank, they're just back in the game.
There was just that one patch where everyone had to play first pick Kunkka, so you got so used to playing it's the 4 or 5 heroes that kind of dumpster him in lane.
Yep.
That to the point now that people are so good at playing Kunkka in those matchups that you don't get dumpstered anymore.
So Tiny comes out, and I think the crit 4 position is normally what we've seen historically.
Yes.
Plays it so well as a roamer. Very Jerax-esque.
I'm surprised we haven't. What happened to Tiny? We saw him once yesterday.
They nerfed his toss range level 1 twice. Okay. It used to be 1,300. Now it's 850 level 1.
Yeah.
So you just can't. The line where they are out of position now to Tiny Toss is just way farther in.
Okay. And it's crazy because I would say here we actually probably do have 2 of the best Tinies in Matthew as well as Crit, so I thought we'd see a little more.
I don't mind seeing that hero. Not seeing that hero, I guess, would be
What
better.
about Phase? You want to see Treads, right?
Yeah. I mean, if it's support Tiny, they usually go Tranquils or Brown Boots Blink. True. But we saw the Phase core Tiny, and
they did win that game, but the early game was a struggle.
Yeah, he was... Yeah, that was the Topset approach. I think they've just nerfed Tiny too much to do that.
You have to be able to scale a little more and hit things.
You just never attack. He had phase.
You get one attack the entire fight.
Yeah. He was basically his one attack was him throwing the tree.
Doom.
Grimstroke Doom.
It's been a little, but
that is potentially very painful.
I guess the Baden that's nice. Yeah.
The ABBA and the Ember, yeah.
They snap picked that too, so I don't even know if they cared what the third pick from C9 was.
The best part about Grimstroke Doom is not the ulti combos. It's the early to mid-game Inkswell on Doom. Just makes him so scary. Yeah, the damage around you, the fact that your Scorched Earth is technically a stun now, that's what buffs up Doom the most. And I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe put him solo safe lane kind of thing because they have last pick. Yeah. I think Doom is one of the best off-lane type heroes to put solo safe lane. He benefits so much from the levels. It's pretty hard to shut him down when he's nearest tower because of the 3 armor you get on a 0 armor hero. High base damage.
And it's easier for him to access his own creeps, too.
Yeah.
So he can look around his jungle and find stuff.
The only thing they did was nerf his early laning stage. Yeah. They nerfed his strength gain, I think, but...
levels 1 through 3 really was the biggest, I think.
Yeah, and if you get past that, this hero is still the same it was when it was broken, so... That's just the issue, is usually with offlaners, they're either really good at getting off to a good start or they fall short, and Doom's kind of fit that description now.
I don't want to see him last pick a support again. C9 has been doing that a lot, and I'm not a fan of last picking a support. Almost ever.
What do they need? They
have
Probably
wave
their
clear
Envy hero.
decent.
I hope we see Ace playing heroes more like Ember, because you kind of mentioned his playstyle on his heroes. It just doesn't feel like it's working for them and doesn't work in the current patch at all. So, getting...
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
I do not like Huskar against Tiny, to be honest with you. Like, not in the lane, meaning that they're putting mid Tiny against Huskar. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that Huskar usually wants to play up in the face of the opponent, Burning Spears them on the high ground, but Tiny just walks behind you and tosses you into tower.
And you were in trouble. Bulba even with a little bit of a smile there. Good man down.
Definitely want multiple cores against a Doom Grim. So,
Yeah.
Got to figure at least one, possibly two are getting deleted.
It just feels like you're all in on this idea of Huskar as a hero, like hitting these early timings, getting Roshan, getting that like armlet plus halberd, and just kind of high grounding like early on. Like I feel very worried for C9's chances with such an all-in draft.
Yeah.
They don't have the best heroes to keep him alive. Abaddon's okay, but not on his own, he's not really enough.
Yeah,
and they banned the Oracle. That's a good ban.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it was Oracle Huskar, I'd be looking at this a little differently. But yeah, the Tiny thing you mentioned, BSJ, like this Huskar, I feel like could have a very rough game.
It just seems similar to last game with the Lone Druid, where if he dies once or twice on Huskar, the momentum's all going to be gone.
So what can buff him up more? Because it feels like he needs help.
I mean, you're just picking a 5 position around, unless you want to do ABBA 5, which is possible.
I was thinking that.
I was thinking oh, they could get Omni, but then it's like, what is your off lane?
Yeah.
Or your safe lane. I don't know. It's kind of rough.
I think you are. I mean, they last picked Witch Doctor yesterday, so I'm going to assume they're okay last picking kind of a not in
or something?
Okay, I was going to say if Sumail was still on EG, they would have snap picked him middle AA this game.
Yeah.
I 100% would have thought they would. I don't think they would have with Abed, but
So you think this is more of a block pick?
a little bit, but I think because Sumail's not on EG, it's not. I really don't think Abed would play that hero.
I'm ready for Razor or Viper. I don't think Viper is really the Abed hero, but I think Razor just does so well. I think you can just move Void Spirit to the side lane.
The EG fans after the Viper in Game 5 versus Secret.
Yeah.
I don't think they want you to.
Oh, boy.
It's
Yeah,
the
there's a
Razor.
Razor.
I think that's better. Just
Yeah,
in
I like
general.
Razor better. I just mentioned an alternative.
For the break, too. It's always good.
I've had the privilege of having Huskars play into Razor, and it's never fun because, he has the Burning Razor. That's cool. Oh, that's Arteezy.
It's Arteezy,
Yeah,
right? I wonder
we'll see it in game.
are they going to swap lanes or
Arteezy
not?
Razor.
We'll see.
I think they're swapping. I can't imagine they're giving him Razor. I guess they could put him against Abaddon. I've heard Void Spirit doesn't do terribly against Huskar.
Because Razor's happy either lane. It's just whether or not Void Spirit
Yeah.
can lane
Well,
Well,
versus
gents, think it over because we've got to take a quick break. When we come back, Game 2 will be underway. You're watching Loop Bet Dota Summit 12. And we're back, Grant. It's time.
Hello!
It's EGC9.
This is
Clash
it.
of Titans. Battle
It is.
for the ages.
What's your definition of a Titan here?
Any team with Eternal Envy on it.
There you go.
He's a Titan in my heart.
Two
That's true.
top 10 North American Dota teams.
Yep, two
That's
of
a
the.
Titan.
Yep, you're a Titan if you're going to be in Division 1 next season.
And I just want to, for the record, there
I was going to
are,
say
I might
top
be a
5. Sounds
Titan.
like,
Oh my God, BSJ!
oh, jeez.
guys, there are 3 North American-based Dota players in this, possibly 4 if you count Fly, who I believe just moved here.
We claim Fly and Crit as NA, so we're good.
Crit is NA,
Yeah.
at least in his heart, even if
He
he's
is.
not living here full time.
Definitely is. Man, he
Played
he
a lot of
probably is the
NA
longest
Dota,
one. Yeah, he
a lot
has.
of
He's been here
in-house
for
leagues.
like 4 years now too, as well, just on the team. That's crazy.
Trying his best to carry America to the promised
trying.
land of Dota.
He's trying. Ever since Peter left, we got Crit. It's pretty even trade, so we'll see.
Yeah, Peter did abandon us.
He did. I mean, Peter, you're my boy,
And
but
then he,
you straight up did it.
Then he started lobbying for EU to have more slots. I see
Yeah.
you, Peter. You're a traitor,
But much love.
but we still love you. Thanks
Not-
for the only TI America's ever won.
Thank you.
Is it still the Arteezy Razor? Sorry, I was not paying attention.
It was
Yeah, because you
Arteezy
can't
Razors.
swap. Yeah, you're literally not allowed to swap.
Yeah, his
Forgot.
his Naga Siren as well as his Razor are always on fire. He has the glitched out cosmetics.
Yep.
I'm glad I don't have to watch Twitch chat for this game because about 90% of it will
Oh,
be.
that
Why
is-
is that
I-
Razor
How?
on
Where?
fire?
How
Yeah,
good?
How is he on fire? I want that set.
And with the Husker on the other team
Yeah.
too, get ready
Is
for
he
some
Burning Spears?
real flames. I can't wait. Actually, I want to see that.
How is that a thing?
To be clear, it's just like, yeah, they're just like, oh, this is something we've seen people do
We
against
saw
Huskar
it
before.
even yesterday, not versus Husker, but like one of those lanes you're not going to win.
Yeah.
Play
Oh,
between
the
the tier 1,
stun
tier
to
2.
make the lane go into tower.
The next level
Does it?
play.
It does. That's
And
smart.
they're gonna block the small camp, and then it's gonna be really hard for Eternal Envy to walk up and lane against this Razor.
What game? Oh, that was OG Seed Liquid yesterday, and we just had that like the shit show of like 3 minutes where like Z-Freak was bottom, and then just random people were dying everywhere. Also, if you didn't know, twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit 2, Thunder Predator versus Fnatic, and surprise, surprise, Thunder Predator scoops up game number 1 over there.
Step aside, Beast Coast.
Yep. Dude,
There's a new big boss in town.
there is.
Yeah.
Beat him in the quals, too. Man, that's crazy. So all these teams, they're moving up. We might, that position 4 slot now got a lot scarier with Liquid 2-0 EG earlier.
There is no like clear expectation of who's going to get 5th right
Yeah,
now. Like,
100%.
obviously, C9 guaranteed out, but there's no
Everything
idea
else.
who's getting 5th.
And we will see this AA. I just like AA as a hero still. I'm surprised it's still so underpicked. You're one of the most like impactful late game 5 heroes, it feels like, even without items.
I think it was at the minor where teams started really prioritizing, and they actually started getting first phase banned because everyone's like, wait, AA is kind of OP, right? But seems very team dependent.
It does.
So the input to the Doom safe lane, I like that a lot.
Not solo, but
Well, they started initially to give whatever start they need to give to Razor, right?
I mean,
they gave him the block, and then they're like, okay, this is good enough. We can go help the
heads top. Yeah.
we can go help the Doom now.
So BSJ, you've had some questions with Ramsey's item pickups in the past games. What do you want to see from him this game on the Doom?
I think this game he definitely wants a pipe, probably pipe and a halberd, but at the same time, I know Arteezy always goes halberd against heroes like Huskar. On the Razor itself, so.
So pipe and probably then whatever you want.
Yeah, pipe and then whatever your team needs at that point.
Uh-oh.
Against
He's
He's
dead.
gonna TP out and
Wow.
not gonna make it.
And that means, well, he has to walk all the way back now.
Yikes.
Did get his buyout, and I guess it also secures Fly a little bit, but Fly
Yeah, space
probably
for
the
Fly.
less. Yeah.
Well, I guess in good news here for C9, Abed is not having the easiest time. He's been doing the shenanigans, but still struggling.
Yeah.
He just tossed him onto what? Crit? Question mark?
You know, it happens a couple times here. You kill your carry. You know, we've been there.
The European sleeper agent
Yep.
sent to destroy
Oh my
North
God.
America from within.
That's flashbacks to TI8 when Sumail tossed Arteezy in,
yeah.
man. That's-
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was.
What was the Chinese nickname for Envy? It was like Agent 3094 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
3194.
3194
Yeah.
or 194. What's Crit's handle?
3154.
Oh,
actually.
man.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
And that's early games a beatdown right now.
C9.
Yeah.
I mean, last game they did have good lanes.
They did. They played so well. Like every game, actually, they're so good for the 15 minutes, and then out of the laning phase, as BSJ keeps saying, they need direction. And that's the thing. They're having another good early game. Let's see if they do have that direction.
Well, they definitely have the experienced Dota players
They
who
do.
should be able to provide it.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the Eternal Envy mid-game plays on Ember Spirit.
Oh, yeah. We're going to see some dives.
That
Will it be
was-
Jackie Mao or Jackie Lamau?
Yeah,
Stay
That's
tuned.
the question.
That was like the signature hero where 50-50 began his Ember Spirit.
I mean, he had some incredible, like, hard carry Ember games.
Yes.
Like, the depths and the lows and the highs were just unparalleled.
Yeah, they really
The
are.
valleys and the mountains.
Yeah. You never know which part of the roller coaster you're on.
Nope.
Just hang on for dear life.
You guys ever ziplined?
I have.
Yeah, twice.
Oh, okay.
How about you?
Nope. Was it fun, though?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Is it fun to do more than once, or you just do it and you're like, I've done it?
I think it's fun a couple times. You know, I don't think it's like an 8-hour activity or anything like that.
That'll be their first kill here. Pilot Eye goes down. They get it. That's the thing. If you're out of position against a Tiny and he's on top of you, you're probably going to die as a no-escape support. Abed's still just trying to get level 6 here.
I like what he's doing.
He's done well.
Huskar's not very mobile, so he just buys boots first on Abed, and he's running around, stacking up the creep waves.
He's CSing just fine. Like, you're gonna lose your lane to Asuka, and he's kept it somewhat close.
Man, Misery's
Oh,
having
TPing
such a
A.
nice game. Arcane's
Wait.
already complete.
Didn't Pilot Eye just respawn? He just TP to a tier 3 from his fountain.
Might work out here.
Well, it might work out, yeah. They're going to try to bring him down. Will he get frozen? Don't even
Grant's
need
a
to.
hater, man.
Not, I was just asking. I was like, he did,
Meanwhile,
right?
Misery with another kill. Arcane Boots complete
Wow.
and a kill in the bag. Killing spree for
We've
him.
been here before for C9.
Yeah.
Is
Question
this
is
is
where
this
we
one
go
different?
from here.
Is
Yes.
this one different?
I think they take fights a lot easier than they did in like all the previous games with an AA, ABBA, Ember. I think it should be a lot easier to execute.
Ramsey's getting bullied here top again. They're going to keep on diving, forcing out the TP. I don't know if this Grimstroke can save him. He's going to try.
Has to run
Ramsey
in there.
keeps on taking the auto attacks, though. If Abadi can just get that one more hit off, it's going to lose the Curse of Avernus Ticks. He's out, but
delayed.
he's
Nice.
still
He
dead.
waited so long to salve.
Nice
Yeah.
play. Just continue to chase.
Meanwhile, mid, they're wrapping around on Ace. This will be a big
This
kill.
is what I mean.
And they're going to get it.
Tiny got behind him.
Yeah, he plays up in your face and then dies to Tiny.
It's a big kill.
I'm a big believer that Huskar is strictly worse against Chen as well as Tiny, because that's what always happens around this stage in the game. You're playing up at their tier 1 for the catapult, and then you die.
I feel like we saw it last game. Ace has these amazing laning states. Like, mechanically, he's crushing his lanes, and then he just makes the questionable play with his positioning. Like, he overextends. He's alone and gives up some kills.
Ooh, they're going to try to run forward. Crit here again, rotating on through. Will they be enough to get the kill? He doesn't have enough mana for Toss. Now he does. Toss him straight up and not backwards. They might be in a little bit of trouble on EG. Instead, they are. He gets the shield. That'll at least be Tiny, if not more. Looks to just be Tiny.
Space.
How far can he get? Not too far.
Abed died elsewhere.
Or his courier did.
Oh, Curry, yeah, sorry.
Ace. I think Abed was like cutting creeps. I've seen a lot of people do that where they cut creeps between tier 1s and tier 2s and forget that their courier's just like flying through a tier 1 tower.
I'm
You've seen a
so
lot.
good at that, you have no idea.
Doomed up. This should be a kill. It's muted. Abed jumps forward and gets the kill.
Well, just like that, Abed ahead of the Huskar lane.
That's crazy.
And now Arteezy has a free lane. No level 6 yet on the Ember, so he can't just come right back.
So how do you want to see, I mean, they still do have like the 1k lead. Do you just keep staying in your lanes, or do you try to make
You have to
moves?
start playing around Huskar
Ace.
because of this.
Oh.
Still doesn't have boots. He's going triple bracer straight into the armlet, it looks like.
I think
So-
Abaddon kind of has to turn into a support here and actually sit behind his Huskar. Or Ace has to play more passively, but you can't do both. Like, you can't have Abaddon farming and Ace trying to pressure.
Yeah, I think it'll probably be the latter, right? If it's a Snake King offlane, he's probably the greediest of all NA.
He
I would
does
say.
play Clockwork in a very sacrificial way, but I don't think he likes to play these Abaddon
Everyone.
Omnis in like a sacrificial way.
Yeah, he wants to get his own. Uh-oh. Arteezy. He TP's out. Will it be in time? No, it shouldn't. Nice job, Slight. Get the extra damage there. There you go. A rotation of a bootless Huskar.
Hastern helps that out a bit.
A little bit. Abed just wanders out. 8-4. Ton of kills. No one's really going ahead too far here on the net worth chart.
Yep, as long as Cloud9 can just be a bit more disciplined with how much they decide to pressure. I'd like Abaddon be running out the Doom like this. He's strong enough to do it. Why not?
I thought he was going to go more. He was looking to.
Abaddon with Orb of Venom is annoying, man. Once he hits you once, if he continues chasing you, will get that silence on you, and then you're slowed even more.
And you know he's never really going to kill you, but you don't feel safe because you, like, even at half HP, one rotation,
He
you're
kills
dead.
you like the third time he does it, is what happens. You do it the first 2 times so that the third one kills you. Doing a little high five on the way by there.
Hello. Here's the broom handle for radio.
Can't believe Valve took out the high five.
Yeah, honestly, somebody on Reddit mentioned that. I'm like, Reddit's never been so right.
I used to love this game.
The high
Keeps on
fives.
betraying me.
And they go for the dive middle, but 3-man TP will save them. And we've seen the C9 does like to overcommit a little bit when they're trying to defend. It almost sounds like we gotta help. Someone needs to help me, and then instead of one person saying yes, it's like 2. And then now you have Arteezy free farming.
When you're dealing with bad and Huskar lineups, it's really good to poke and prod, force them to react to you, and then just back off. So that's exactly what they're trying to get done. And now they know that the rest of C9 separated because they have the ward mid. So now they're just poking and prodding again, forcing them to regroup.
Envy getting involved here too.
And you just have to make sure you don't overcommit. Otherwise, these heroes can turn the fight on you. But they really have no catch until Rubik gets items. And he has no ulti on Abaddon. I don't know what he's exactly trying to accomplish here. Maybe he's stronger than I think he is, but he's going to be forced to back off.
Steals the rune from Abed too. did almost lose his life, but
They're trying to make a go here on Arteezy as well, it looks like. Did do a lane swap. Sent that Doom down bottom.
He has no TP to get out of here. I think they know this.
yeah, I think the rest of EG need. If Arteezy's not leaving right now, he is. I was like, they better get ready to TP because he's dead.
See you later.
AEG will probably just look to pressure 2 other lanes every time C9 groups up like this. They'll defend their mid tower, but in terms of your tier 1 safe lane, I think it's better to just try to get more farm on the map while they take that tier 1. They're also getting the tier 1 bottom, so this is just a trade. And I think EG is very happy with this. Huskar scales so poorly against Razor, man. I'm telling you, it's a nightmare. So they just got to get past this early game.
Envy living on borrowed time here,
Hey.
perhaps. But no, ooh, nice juke by Abed. I think he's
One
still
hit.
dead though. Big
Hello.
dunk comes through.
Gets him. That's the AA. You're always going to have that in this game.
Forwarded to keep
Global
the catapult
presence.
alive.
Will they get this tower? They should with the ABBA, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Huskar has the
Like,
armlet
yo,
now.
EG smoking. They're coming to defend this one.
Oh, they want to
The
punish here.
toss, Inkswell. Is
Very
it enough?
cute.
Yeah,
Very
they get
clever
it.
and very dead.
One more? They do. They're going to stun up. Snaking. He will pop his ulti. They want a body block, but Eternal Envy, you're not... Yeah, Crit doesn't even waste man on him, knowing you can't kill him. He'll have to just back up. There's going to be the steal. Ooh, and he gets the Inkswell. Nice. That should be the end of it. I don't think either team really wants to commit. Abed, does he? He doesn't have any Astral Steps. He does now. Just came up. Now they're going to chase for it. They get one. Oh my goodness. Crit goes down the backside. Snake King's trying to run. Will he make it? He does. Snakey has been playing with like 200 life without his ulti for so long, and they just can't bring him down.
They just
Just
need
10
Razor to
mid.
have items.
Ten
Yeah.
This is
heroes
10
mid.
middle, yeah. Crit died. We are
Looks
having
like
a good
my
time.
pubs.
Oh, wow, that was close.
They're going to find Abed. Does he have the step? Oh, no, he can jump up to the high ground.
This is... Neither team has like the best. Obviously, one team has an ABBA, which makes everyone an okay pusher. On the other side, you don't really have building hitters either. So like you're forced to do these fights. If you do want to take a
It's like
tower,
very
you have to bring
slow,
everyone.
you
Yeah,
know,
like even Roche.
painstaking effort.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for either team to like sneak a Roche or take an early one.
EG's using the Inkswell really well, like as an initiation tool and in these fights, playing around that stun.
I wouldn't mind if Doom actually just goes like BKB Blink here instead of like Pipe. Yeah, he's queuing up the Ogre Axe, so could be either a BKB or a Halberd. Now that I'm seeing this game play out, I'd rather him just enable his Razor to run into the fight by following him.
Look at that
The slow
insta
off from
cast.
Ramsey's Ice Blast coming through. No follow-up. They just want this tower so damn bad. And I think EG are still determined to defend it, but might be out of options. No glyph.
It
and
sets
will
up
go
for
down.
Roche eventually, is why that tower is so important to them.
Yeah, and they have Huskar. So.
Yeah. Earlier we saw EG trying really hard to take it when they had the Meepo, and they actually overextended in that game. In this game, C9 in the exact same spot with the Huskar.
Scorched or stolen.
It's a nice spell for Rubik. All Doom spells are pretty good. You can't steal Infernal Blade, so you either get Devour for some gold.
How
or-
big of a game do you think Misery can have? Because he's had like a really good start. He's like a 1K net worth ahead of all the other supports, almost 2K ahead of the 5s.
I like the Force Staff. I think you have to enable your Razor or your Huskar to fight against the Razor.
Yeah, and that's the one way, right? As long as he doesn't get that full link off, then you should be okay in the fight.
Yeah, it's Huskar's just like Meepo. Your entire game plan has to revolve around enabling him to be a hero in the game.
Yeah.
And in this game, his main issue is the Doom as well as the Razor. So you have to Force Staff him away to reset the fight. And it doesn't matter if your Rubik has Ether Lens Blink or anything like that if your Huskar's useless. So he has to take care of his core first this game.
It's going to be a pretty scary Husko net when he's got the Force Staff to back him up, the Abba Vlads. They're really all itemizing to set Ace up for success.
Yeah, if they can survive the initial Link Doom, then C9's favored in these fights for sure.
Has slowed down since that 5v5 middle. Looks like everyone's like, all right, maybe we don't need
Truce,
to do that.
truce.
Yeah, we got the tower, you know. Okay, we're good. Let's just go farm, everyone.
Well, obviously favors the Doom,
Yeah.
so, you know,
Exactly.
EG feeling good.
He's enjoying life with the Max Devour. I think for EG, these team fights are going to come down to if they can get like a Soulbind Doom off, it's going to be an easy team fight for them.
Serious hate for Cloud9, man. Even the game's slightly in their favor, and LoopBet does not agree.
Yeah.
I mean, are,
Well,
are
it's
they
not,
wrong
it's
after
not
their
Loop
track
Bet. It
record?
doesn't agree for the record. It's the betters on Loop Bet who aren't agreeing.
But it's your guys' fault out there in Twitch chat.
Yep.
But you guys are making them not agree.
BSJ always blaming Twitch chat. I assume you do it a lot on your stream
I
or
do,
something.
I do.
Okay, just making sure.
You die and you say, "Oh, you."
I was reading.
I was reading chat.
I was trying to coach you guys.
You made me read what you had to say.
I was trying to coach you guys.
Damn. Ooh, Philosopher's Stone.
Nice on
Always
Heroes
the
Like
best
AA.
one, yeah. Always one of the best ones to find at tier 2. Probably
Smoke.
is.
Here comes the smoke timing.
Gonna rotate top. It looks like on Cloud9. This could just be maybe middle instead. No, they want. I think it's Arteezy and DeRoche, right? If you get
Arteezy's walking
Arteezy, yeah.
right into their arms.
And his courier.
Ward gets dropped.
He's done.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Ice Blast comes through. Ooh, defensive
buy some
Yules. He's going to live for quite a while here.
no.
Do they even kill him off? They've got to bring EE down. Or Arteezy down, I should say. EE brings him down.
Dude,
Now
Ace
Ace,
is
though,
right-clicking.
just right-clicking, and he'll die. So 2 for 2. They're going to look to chase for more. Envy? No, he's backing away, and Ramsey's going to find more. Now jumping on, the Soulbind coming through, but
Doom already used.
Envy's just fine. Fights his way through this. EG's got to back away.
That's funny.
EE lives.
That was a 3 for 3, man. We're just seeing it's staying very even throughout these games,
Yeah.
even in these trades.
I think it's still better for EG just because of C9's dropping on this bit of a timer with the Husker, and the Husker's dying there. He's like the key hero for them. I wouldn't necessarily say Razor dying is as big of a deal.
They forced out the Doom, though, so now they can probably just walk into Roche when Huskar respawns. That's the positive, I would say, for them here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's a
cooldowns
good
are all
point.
low on C9.
Yeah, if they can get something with those cooldowns.
They're running forward. The King, just gonna get right-clicked. He has
Deny.
had no fear
Nice
this
value
game.
denies
Peasants like you don't concern me.
Look at this. He's just 3v1. His team nowhere near.
In
just
fact,
kidding.
he's going in.
And now they're scared. I like this. Snake King's just playing their face, like you said. Like, it gives Husker somebody. He's just like, oh, they're not going to just go on me because they can't. And they're just going to go into Roche. Ooh,
Can EG delay this one?
I feel they can.
It's tough, I think.
Definitely is tough.
They have a hard team to walk into with the AA. Of course, he's out of position here. This
Oh.
could be a huge kill if they get him.
Whiff from
If
Fly.
they don't. The Vlad sustained for the Huskar. He's happy to stay low.
How long until Doom?
Probably another 50. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so they have time for this, and EG are gonna let it go.
They're just
not
farming.
even trying to go for a steal.
I think they know. As you guys blitz, BSJ would say, this looks like a 2 Roche game, you know? They give up the first one. See how the second one goes.
There's 4 or 5 heroes in the game that just mean 2 Roches. It's like Huskar, TA, Meepo. It's just like they use that first Aegis to snowball their early momentum, and they use the second Aegis to finish the game, yeah. Or take such a substantial map control, like 2 lanes of racks kind of situation.
Just bully him in.
If you're not there at that point on Huskar, your hero's pretty bad. Especially against Razor.
Man, this is like an all or nothing game, right? Like in the terms of like these fights, right? We haven't seen like really any pickoffs. All the kills have just come in these giant team fights. Both teams are cool farming and then fighting when cooldowns are up.
This is a really sick Lotus Orb game if a batting can ever get to that. What's he queuing up next? He's
Pipe.
going Pipe. I don't hate the Pipe, but if he could ever get to that Lotus, that'd be really sick for the Huskar against Doom, Razor, as well as even Grimstroke Ultimate.
Ooh, they're pinging out Fly as well. Who's in the trees? Can they get crit first? They do. And now Fly, he's in trouble. Yeah, they pinged him out, but he does juke around the trees barely.
Yeah, he juked the crap out of that.
They're all running. C9 is just running at all these heroes, and this is the EG Classic, right? Just try to farm 3 lanes and hope you don't get caught. And right now, kind of working.
He did go for the BKB. Going back for the Pipe. I don't necessarily agree with going both of those. I think you either go BKB Blink or you go like Pipe Vlad's kind of Orish stuff, but we'll see. I mean, you obviously want a Pipe ideally against heroes like Ancient Apparition, but Void Spirit, and once Razor has BKB, they don't really rely on Pipe that much as cores, so I don't know. We'll see.
Well, Doom
He
just-
might double back.
Yeah, Doom just snuck out of there and watch the other 2 push. Can they get Snake King? Obviously does have that ulti this time, but he's kind of by himself, and you're just going to give him full damage here. It looks like they are kind of scared to run down this hill.
Nice
The
heals.
Yules, yeah, right when he does that, this should be a kill for sure now.
Oh,
They're
the
gonna
Soulbind
Soulbind
comes
him.
out. This could be really bad. Envy trying to run away. Didn't have a defensive remnant, and it's so damn slow. He's not getting out of there.
The fact that Eternal Envy died there is just crazy to me. I don't know how he died there.
Yeah.
And part of
Normally,
that-
when you go
let
in
it
like
go?
that, you have a remnant behind you.
Yeah.
Or you just don't go in.
Yeah. I feel like EG were just on the same page about how to approach the 20-minute outpost mark. They had Crit
Yes.
just by himself. He keeps those 2 heroes bottom because they see Crit taking the outpost and like, oh, it's 10 seconds, we can reclaim this. So suddenly EG's got a 4v3 up top. They've got numbers, and they completely destroyed Cloud9.
And
even
that's
though
what we're talking about. It's 20 minutes in, right? C9 played a great 15 minutes again,
Yeah.
like they have every single game. And I mean, it's a good thing overall for the team that you do play that. It just means you have stuff to work on, and they will fall behind again. And Ace just lost his halberd on the courier.
Well, given that it's a Huskar lineup, do you guys feel like it's like one last hurrah here? Do you slow it down? Like, what are you thinking if you're in Camp C9?
Huskar did lose Aegis, so technically they can still hit this window, but they have to.
The time's
hit
pretty
it
low
hard.
on it.
Yeah.
man. Like, they got to go.
Exactly. So if Fnatic do take game 2 against Thunder Predator,
So they hang on to first place by 1 loss.
Yep, they do. Thunder Predator, they do get that one game, which they're happy with, I'm sure.
he did commit to the pipe on Doom, so he's got Hood plus BKB.
I think they know. I think the reason he does go both, right, is they know, I mean, they know just as well as us, it is going to be a Saint Roche. So if you just survive, like, one big fight, which a pipe does, I guess, you
Yeah,
kinda
I just
know.
see this Razor BKB coming out, and I don't really think his team needs the pipe.
Okay.
Like, you're either dead or you're not. Like, meaning if the spells hit you, you're going to die. If they miss, you're going to survive. In that kind of case, you want, like, Blinks and BKBs and stuff, but...
See, Doom hasn't popped anything. He has a BKB, he has a Hood, hasn't used either, has an Essence Ring as well. He wants to bait it out. He needs to pop something. He's going to get an A-blasted. He does get his
Essence Ring.
BKB, but I don't think it matters.
It works! Use it!
Will he use it? That's the question. The double Doom does go off.
He's not using it.
Looks like he will be okay either way, though. Abba's ulti does get popped. The Void Spirit wants to jump forward. Do they go for this kill, Abba? No, because Ace is here. And they back out. Or do they? That's the question. They do.
Surprised that it wasn't worse with the double Doom, but power of the Abaddon.
Oh.
I'm not sure if Ramses is aware. You can Essence Ring through A ult now, because they changed it to be like a flat value change rather than heal. So
How much does it give you again?
425. It's
a big deal,
It's
yeah.
a very big
First
deal.
in AA especially.
Yeah, it's very big. He almost died there, and AA tick damage goes through BKB now, so he could actually have died there if he wasn't careful.
Well, rotating bottom on a couple dire heroes. Radiant's near there as well. And Ace, yeah, they are playing better around him now. They've been sitting around him, making sure even if they're not like completely behind him, they're just somewhere near him.
if you're a support, there's no other hero you want to be
yeah.
next to. It's like the Ember's going to go
Man, this timing
push lanes alone, maybe.
This timing is awkward. 5 heroes grouping up bot. They just lost the Aegis. I guess they do know the Doom's on cooldown, so we'll see if EG look to defend.
They are.
Or stuff. Nice, broke the link.
Tosses him back. Will he get him, though?
He's
Ace.
silenced by the Grimstroke Phantom.
Yeah, he is in a lot of trouble. There's the A-Blast. Get a hit on the two of them. Can they pull an Ace? They do. Void Spear jumps forward for more. Snake King goes down as well. Still didn't have the ulti. There's an Ink Swell, and there's a couple swords to the face. He goes down. A 3 for an LD. I think you said it best. That was an awkward time to push right when the Aegis goes down.
They didn't have Doom, but clearly EG is not that reliant on it, huh?
At
They
all.
just wipe the floor with them, get 4 heroes. Huskar can't really man fight. They even broke the link, and he still gets bodied.
Yeah, he gets tossed back. He's like, I'm out of here. Whoop. Never mind.
Never
I'm back.
mind.
Oh, no. Envy.
Aether Remnant does pull. Do we have a chain stun? There's the chain toss. He's going to try to jump away.
got no
Does he have
remnants.
anything? He doesn't for 5 cents. Do you continue to chase? AA is alive. They do. Has it in 2 cents. AA Blast. Will it scare him enough?
Oh,
Not
tanks
quite
it.
yet. He's dead.
And Pi might also die as the cherry on top, though the rest of the team is respawning.
Well, they're baiting him uphill. Or just running.
They're going to have Doom soon.
Gotta be careful. Snake King does have his ult again, but Doom almost has his too. The Remnant pulls him in. And he'll jump out. All right. Clean. They run all the way from bottom, bottom all the way to top, but they get the kills.
All these little things just not going C9's way, and
Yeah,
now they're
they
starting
add
to
up.
crumble.
They know Huskar TP bottom, so they can just run it. Cloud9 now.
He
Double
does it
Doom again.
Yep. I don't know.
They need
Good
a
old walk away
tiny-
strategy.
No
Might
mana.
work. Might work.
I think Ramsey will at least get the AA. He's not going to dive, though. He's
Could deny
dead.
him.
Yeah, he'll deny him.
Deny his
Or-
ass. Nice.
How great would it be if you double denied each
Each
other?
other?
While you're,
That would be
while
sick.
you're linked. That would
That would be sick, actually.
some WoW Dota stuff right there.
Uh-oh, Fly in trouble, but he ink swells, and ooh, they actually look towards another hero, but they'll still get Fly.
That did happen once before in Dota 1, I remember.
Really?
A Venno ultimate, and these two ranged heroes both attack each other at the same time, and they both deny each other. It was a sick play. It was in some LAN tournament, I think.
I think the sickest play I've ever seen was when the drow was gonna die, and she dominated the creep that was attacking her, so it's
So
suicide.
counts as a deny.
Yeah.
I remember
This
that,
was in
yeah.
Dota
was
1,
legit,
like
yeah.
in 2004 or something.
And it was
crazy.
intentional. You saw it. It was crazy. And
Some
they do.
players were
they-
ahead of
Meanwhile,
their
I
time.
was like clicking my abilities, you know, like in the Stone
Still
Age.
trying to find out how you get wood. Yeah.
Back when Dominator was a carry item.
And, well, guess what? They found Ramses, and I believe that was a 6 times kill streak for Ace, so he gets golden. He almost has a Satanic now.
Imagine this game if they just didn't have 3 random mess-ups on Cloud9, you know?
They've kind of been playing like they have an Oracle. Like, I feel like when they push without Aegis, it was like, oh yeah, we got Husker, he's got this Oracle behind. It's like, no, you've got a Rubik AA. These supports don't really empower the Husker necessarily. Let's say the Husker's a bad pick here. It's C9's in an okay spot, or were in an okay spot in the laning stage.
The Razor matchup got even better against Huskar because you can't halberd a linking Razor. It's pretty stupid, actually.
That link change. It's a cool change, but it is also it's an odd change.
So it's not considered an auto attack?
Yeah,
or
like
just-
he attacks you if you're
It's
halberd,
just like
if
a
he's halberded.
pet thing that's happening.
Yeah,
in the
it's,
background.
I think they should change it personally, but I don't know why it does that way.
Interesting.
I learned that the hard way, by the way. That wasn't something I knew like ahead of time. I was like, this guy's still killing me, even though I halberded him.
How? And then you just wasted 3,000 gold and you lost the game. You're like, well, that's one. Ooh, AA Blast flies in. There's the Huskar. That's an easy
Well,
one.
I mean, that's what you said with the pipe BSJ.
Yeah,
not
it
gonna,
doesn't
not gonna
save
save you.
Oh, now Fly, he's in trouble. This seems a lot like last game with the
Uh-oh.
teams.
Uh-oh. Is it turning around? Crit's going to try to interrupt things with
Livy?
the blink toss. Avalanche combination. Snake King stands his ground. RTZ just fine. He's getting a big old link off now.
Ooh.
Oh, he's
the
going to hit
dunk.
hard, but they're just going to dunk away. Everybody running from Artor, and he is charging in, but he gets controlled. He's getting kited by the stolen Remnant Misery. Nicely done, the defensive Yules. Just one lash will bring him down.
Halberd it.
Ace doing everything
fire.
he can to man up here. It's just not enough. 4 dead, make it 5, a
Did
wipe.
he die?
C9. So close. So close.
He stole.
He just stole too much.
damage. Yeah.
Even with the 4-step and the dunk away, he stole full damage.
I mean, Huskar's whole kit is meant for him to stand his ground and just hit you.
And Razor loves
just,
that. He's
Yeah,
like-
yeah, yum, yum, yum.
That's hilarious, though. Void Spirit's still at 1,000 more damage that fight than Razor. That hero does a lot.
That was
You don't
really
even notice.
really good like decision from EG just to fight on that high ground there, though. They knew C9 were just going to be diving for kills because Doom was dead, but EG had a positioning advantage.
They don't push the base. They just clear the creep wave, and Arteezy pushes out bottom.
It's just another game where Eternal Envy on the carry role as like this mid-game-esque type hero just feels very unimpactful. He got like double... I don't know how. It looked like he got tossed twice, but he got perma-stunned and just died as Ember Spirit there.
I think it was
virtually
the
doing no damage.
was it the Soulbind? It was a double. The
Oh,
two
is
different
that what
heroes being
happened?
tossed. I think it was a Soulbind toss. Right?
That is cool, because I saw him get tossed
think
twice.
so.
I could have sworn.
He's dead.
I'd almost be curious to watch that again.
I'm not. Yeah, I know what you mean. I saw the second toss.
It looked like he got tossed twice.
And, well, we said C9 made a couple mistakes. Abed just lost a killing streak in Roshan, which means C9
It's right
knows
there.
Rosh is up. That's
He
a
has
bigger one.
buyback. He
does.
is going to use it. So now your win condition for C9 is somehow kill Abed next 6
Kill
minutes.
Abed, get Rosh.
They have the potential with AA Rubik to kill anybody that gets caught. Do they have any 4-steps on Dire?
I haven't seen any unless Crit got one.
Yeah,
Crit has one.
Okay, that's how you break the combo. The lift, it gets broken by 4-step.
Man, this Grimstar has some cast range. Telescope Aether Lens.
So does EG actually make an aggressive move here? It's kind of risky with that buyback.
Razor's hella tanky now. He's got 42 armor.
Oh my goodness. That's odds on.
16.7. I mean,
I would
I
take
would put
that.
some money on that, even though they're probably
BSJ, you'll
not.
take anything over 4-1 odds. You're like one of those guys like, well, it has to be
I just have
value.
to. All I have to do is win like 1 out of 10
I'll
times.
take the one. I'll put in $100.
For a cent? That's
Yeah,
what you're
like-
getting?
Divide by 16.7.
Oh, and Abed accidentally killed a neutral creep while he was getting back there, and he finds a Titan Sliver.
Oh,
Pretty good.
you say accident? He says
on purpose.
intentional.
The Titan's Liver's value because of the magic resistance this game, too.
Really good. Ace. They're waiting uphill.
Probably give that to Razor, right? Keep the quickening charm.
Yeah, I stack the status resistance on Razor. Seems good.
And now they know where everyone's at, too, because the courier just flew over them and they killed him. Like, why is there courier in our jungle? So they moved to Radiant's jungle and just kind of mirror him.
Eternal Envy's going for a Linken's to, I guess, buff up his Huskar, but I think Lotus does that even better, and Abaddon could have bought that, so maybe Eternal Envy could have bought something else, but we'll see. Makes him harder to doom as well, but he's kind of just been dying to Tiny Toss combos, and that doesn't get blocked by Linken's. He's queuing up another Force Staff, so they can double Force Staff the Huskar away from the Razor.
Force staffs are never bad. Ever.
Yeah, especially this game where both teams have like a combo or heroes that rely on chasing you down.
Would you ever be mad in any game if you're 5-win Force staff?
I don't think I would ever flame it. There are times where there's better items.
Obviously, yeah.
Oh, Misery, he went for the big
He's
jukes,
looking.
and he's going to make it out of there
Wait,
sneaking.
what? He just popped his ult. Weird.
Accident. Luckily, it's a very low cooldown. Habba, one of the lowest.
It's always enjoyable to watch how relentlessly pro players chase people that they know are there. He was looking all over the place. He has to be somewhere. You know, he can't just disappear.
Well, especially in like the top lane for Dire and like the bottom lane for Radiant, you're like, they're just going to stay there and cut another creep wave, so you're like kind of forced to look for him anyways.
Make the guy prove he's not there. That's been my philosophy after watching pro players chase relentlessly. I'm like, okay, I'm going to... Once the guy shows that he's TP'd somewhere else, then I'll believe he's elsewhere.
Damn, and both teams cutting creep waves at 31 minutes still.
Going Ags on Doom, the new Ags makes it so that his
Infernal
third
Blade.
ability breaks, And
Doing
it's like
great
a
against Huskar, right?
1.75 second stun, which is pretty nice.
Quite a bit, yeah, for an ability that low cooldown. Arteezy, look at that. He's baiting him into like the double 8 there. They know.
It's a very elaborate
They know, yeah.
mousetrap they built here.
I personally would be down if Doom bought a Shadow Blade here. Just to make sure he gets the jump, because he has Blink, so Shadow Blade used to position and then Blink to get the target he wants.
Some Arteezy versus Snake King farming.
That's what the viewers are here
That's
for.
what they want. The King.
We don't want to see E. Kick
We just need to
creeps,
see our lift on Arteezy up onto a cliff, and then we've got it all.
So far, we only saw crit on EG.
Yeah, that's true.
So as far as NA goes, Grant, is Snake King the king? It's not Sumail?
Now, because since Sumail, I mean, that's the problem, you know. There's always been 3 kings, one of them, the other one being King RD, obviously, but he's kind of, we haven't seen him as much. But, like, Snake King, I would say right now, is currently the king of NA, yes.
The last king standing.
Yes, he is. Ooh, and they want to steal his Roche with that Solar Crest. I believe Yellow's not there.
Ice Blast coming in. Oh, good
Whoa.
toss back.
My camera.
That's a huge
That scared
Roche,
me.
too.
Oh.
It's coming out of the screen there. It does.
Tiny just
Linked the
erupts
wrong
out of the
target, I
monitor.
think.
Oh, he might have. It is going to be a double. It's only a double stun. There's the double doing last save before it breaks up. He's still linked up. Solar Crested chasing him. Will get the ulti popped on the Avernus, but he's still full damage. Goodbye, Ace. And they got the Roche. They got the kill. I believe this one could be curtains, my friend.
Envy got crit.
He did. He got one. He wasn't there to start the fight. His Remnant was pretty far away, and he was bottom lane split pushing, so when they started the fight, he just couldn't get there.
All right, Jackie, it's time to queue up that rapier, buddy.
Get it.
I don't know what this Daedalus is all
He
about.
needs the Crystallis first.
Crystals and then the
Rapier, yeah.
Well, I don't think he has time for either of those things, guys.
He's
because-
pushing the base. You can't trade with Eternal Enemy. This is when he's his best.
Yeah, he just wishes he was a Terrorblade right now and he'd be Gucci.
That is true. I mean, should they just be sticking to those hard carries for him? I guess that's going to be a question for C9 to figure out is how should they be
They're
really
definitely
constructing their drafts.
Yeah, they're still,
Oh, the Plasma Field from Rubik's nice for D-pushing.
yeah. It does feel like they're still deciding between Ace and Eternal Envy who is the carry. And he will get out.
How can we resolve this in an appropriate fashion?
Slap bet.
A slap bet, maybe
Yeah.
a arm wrestling contest.
Cornhole, that's the summer way.
Cornhole or free throw
anime
shooting, I think.
trivia,
They
perhaps?
could just go into the
Well,
every
I think
single
Ace
match
loses
and
that.
dash
How
it.
about some sort of like decathlon of various activities? You know,
That would be perfect.
You could also have some sort of body pillow involved here.
No competition, just have it there.
Just
I
have-
just have a body pillow.
whoever just lies there the longest wins.
Lies on their waifu pillow the longest. He does get the crystal.
Nothing wrong with being comfortable, guys.
There's not. Well, No, well, not the anime one, but I'm saying if you are like a 21-year-old wearing Depends, then maybe there's something a little wrong. But that's it.
What's a what?
Depends, the adult diaper.
I was gonna say, is that the
Yeah,
diaper?
because it is comfortable. Not that I've.
Not that he
I had
knows.
to try. Walmart made me test the product,
I
and it
thought they
wasn't
were called
comfy.
pull-ups.
Look, shout out to the viewers out there watching at home in their
Wearing
bed.
In their Depends.
Wearing Depends.
We love you all.
Grant has
Just
heard
remove your ad
that
block,
Depends
please,
are very
and,
comfortable.
yeah.
You
and
know,
soft.
make sure to thank our sponsors as well. But we don't mind if you wear Depends.
Yeah, look, they don't want to miss any of the fantastic Loot Bet Dota Summit 12
true.
action.
That's
you
exactly
getting
it.
up to the bathroom, you might be missing some Dota. You know, your phone's out of battery.
This is true.
Blitz might need him. He did.
Pretty sarcastic.
He had another bathroom incident.
Yeah.
He did. We got lucky.
He's
He's struggling.
2 for like 15. That's
Next events will have the diapers for him.
relatively high. Oh, we've got the connection puns coming out from Arteezy.
Well played.
Very, very well played.
That's the thing. How you don't push the base the quickest with EG, so you have to win like multiple fights, even though you're still so far ahead, because you just do not kill bases. And I don't think the Razor's ever going to get an Ags. Maybe he will. I don't know. You like Ags on Razor BSJ, and you did play carry?
Very, very last item because they made it so it doesn't tick faster anymore. It just hits 2 targets. It still hits towers, but it hits 2 targets instead of ticking faster. So
Yeah.
it's more so an all-around item instead of a push item, which makes it worse, I think. So kind of last item.
Maybe a
Razor.
Roche item.
Yeah, I mean it's still like it's another one of those nice upgrades, but Razor just generally really likes the satanic build type things.
Just run at you. Run at you
Yeah.
build.
He might have got the tick talent on Razor, right? Because you don't really need the plus 10 armor this game.
He got 10
took the
armor.
armor.
Oh, he did take 10 armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You
People
should
just-
let him know after
yeah.
the game how you feel about him taking the.
I don't know. I'm not sold you need it against the Husker Ember. It's
Yeah,
a
I know
it's a
they
bit
really
more
don't
magic
have much
damage.
physical damage at all.
But I mean, the tick talent it doesn't feel that amazing. 10
Yeah.
armor is actually a decent chunk.
So very important question here. What does Arteezy's like in-game name mean? Like it's got some
I believe
Mandarin characters.
I believe it says Dove, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No clue. I'm not the.
What a dutiful boyfriend.
Yes.
That is. BSJ,
What a guy.
What's up?
I just want to say your name.
Okay, fair enough.
Do you like being called BSJ? Do you miss actually being like the banana?
The banana.
Banana Slam Jam.
Honestly, it's all kind of good with
Blended.
me, man. It's all good with me.
Also, damn, BSJ, I was in my bed last night. This sounds wrong. No, but I was on my phone. I was watching
You're thinking
Underlords.
about
Was there a
You-
white
yeah,
pillow involved?
there
Graham?
was.
Like,
No.
where are we going with this?
No, he was just fiending some Underlords late
yeah,
at night.
I played a couple games.
Yeah, he did.
That knockout, man.
I told you,
it's
dude,
a
it's
perfect
fun.
game to play for like 10 minutes.
It really is.
We had Slacks here. He was still mourning Artifact.
Yep.
You know, he's
Still.
like never left the funeral. It's been like a year,
It does.
but he's waiting for the rebirth.
Yeah, it's gonna come
coming.
back. It's coming back.
The long haul, as they say. And it looks like we are reconnecting.
There's some smiles and laughs
Yeah,
there in the
he-
C9 camp.
Jackie, he's ready. He's like, God, Arteezy's going to throw this game. I know this.
He's going for a nullifier on Razor.
And we got musical chairs here with the disconnect, reconnect.
You don't. Why nullifier?
Not 100%
I feel
sure.
I'm with you. I think Satanic. You just run at him, static link someone. You're never gonna die.
Satanic or Butterfly, I would think, would be his build, but
He could change it too. He's at 1.5k gold. I think he will. think he's one
I
of
just
those.
you don't nullifiers like if you're Ricky or something and you know the guy's gonna save himself. In this game, if the Huskar is getting saved, it's other people's 4-stabs, not the Huskar. So
Yeah.
kind of makes no sense to buy nullifier because you're not nullifying the guy you're going on.
All right, guys, we're back into it now. Loot Bet Dota Summit 12 action continues. C9, they want that one win, but it looks out of reach as EG try to clean up and finish off this 2-0.
13k lead. I didn't realize it was that high. I thought it was like 7 or 8. They have really moved forward.
They really need this Lotus Orb on a Batten. I'm pretty surprised they delayed it this long.
And why do you want the Lotus so bad? Just
Because you have Link, you have Doom. Like, they're going to get their abilities off, too. It's not like something where your Huskar can dodge these spells, but if you throw the Lotus Orb on him...
But it doesn't if you. I mean, if he's linked and you doom the other one, it goes through, right? Because it
I
doesn't count as
believe-
casting on him. I believe.
I actually am not 100% sure how that's coded.
Whoa, hey there.
Oh, they knew just where to hunt for Envy.
They don't even get the last. They're just
I
like,
like
you're
that.
dead. You're doomed.
Ramsey's like, you're not worth my time.
I also think they're like, dude, we actually have no push. We just got to start heading there already. It's time to go to the base.
Yeah,
Look at
Razor's
this,
got an
C9.
AC.
They're mustering top.
Wait, where did those 2 siege units come from?
35 minutes, man.
Yeah, but like Crit, they were in the river with Crit, like by Roshan.
Oh,
and they were
I
just
didn't
like
see that.
following
They
him.
lured him over.
Yeah, I
They
was
have
like,
to be careful. A Abaddon plus siege units is a lot of push power up top.
What? It is.
Are they going to back? It looks like they are.
At least fly for now.
That's not enough. They have the fort too, and then
They don't have fort.
oh, they don't have fort.
Losing at tier 3 is not the biggest since
They're
the shrines,
trying-
but it's still big.
They're trying to push mid. Meanwhile, with Arteezy, I don't know. They might need him. Abed lunges in and catches out one, tries to quickly bring him down, but the saves are there. Now Crit's going to commit. They will be bringing the Doom back as well. They've lost
you just let Snake
they've
King
lost
go
nobody
here.
yet, but it's going to be Snake King down and the
more.
Rubik. Misery also dropping. So 3 dead and Arteezy. He did his work mid, got that range Rex.
I like that minimal commitment from EG. They left the Razor alone. They kind of came in one at a time, knowing that Void Spear could go in without dying. That was cool. They managed to repel the push from Cloud9 while also not losing map control.
And now they're just right back in the middle. Those 2 siege units still alive.
Yeah, he actually went and bought Boots of Travel on Void Spirit to make sure this happened. He's got the quickening charm, so he very low cooldown on those.
It's in the starters kit versus Envy, you know.
There it is.
Yeah,
Get the bot.
Mandatory bots.
There's the
Nullifier is
Nullifier.
done. He did commit for it.
I think at
interestingly
this
enough.
point it's not as big, right? Since like we talked about it, they already got like a 5k net worth more lead. It's still scary. You can lose, but I feel at this point, ooh, see you.
Yeah, this game
Yeah, they might
feels
go for him.
very hard for C9 now.
Envy will delay them a wave.
And now all the tier 2s are dead, so the base is exposed.
That one creep. The hero creep.
RT's gonna deny it.
We
Do
must
it.
we must protect
can't
this
push anymore.
creep.
Pad the stats.
They won't. No, they pipe it. It's living. Blast its own blast. I want to see if it survives.
Blasted.
There's the Fateful.
TZ is so tanky at this point.
No. It just got right-clicked once.
He has to be careful. If he gets AA blasted, he can't cheese.
Oh, is that the double doom? Yes, it is, and that's going to be an easy one. They fight him. He's going to try to get out of there. It does get a full heal on the Abba because it is his ulti, but Ace is dead, has to buy back. I don't think you just want to jump in. Misery going to go down as well. See a Snake King's courier. AA blast is going to whiff. Ace doesn't even hit his ulti as he yules into the air. There's going to be a silence. This might just be a clean-up wipe. There goes Ace. That's a dieback. Pile of die goes down. This might be a 10-for-0 wipe here. Maybe not. They might get Ramses. They do. Eternal Envy, though, in trouble. Gets Aether Remnant forward. Goodbye. Arteezy now right-click him. I have a feeling they're going to try to back out. They want to get it, but if Eternal Envy dies here, it is going to be game, and this looks to be the kill on top of him. It will be. See ya later. That's all the diebacks. Just kidding. Snake King's back. We got
He's
more
got
diebacks.
more,
One more. Ahmed will survive, but look at this Snake King. No fear. He's probably even wearing a no fear shirt.
Probably should have a little fear.
Oh my goodness.
Chucked it in the middle of the enemy squad. Now they're going to
Nullify.
mute him up, nullify him, and he will start running. They're not going to chase any further. Surely Crit will give it up now. No,
Sorry?
Doom jumping in. Ramses wants a piece of the action. Lunging forward as well. Is Abed going to clean them up in the rear? Another death. Another death. Just one more. It's a full 10-man
That
wipe.
was. Oh my god. That was a full 10-0. I don't think I've
No,
ever seen
10-1.
it. Was it one? They got one? Oh,
Ramses did have to buy back.
Okay, my bad. I haven't seen that in a while.
I saw the
Not
combination
flawless,
there.
but
Yeah.
it was a 10-man wipe.
It was.
They had the Grimstroke Phantom to silence. They had the disarm of the Halberd to make sure you can't remove the silence, and then they nullify him.
Yeah, and
So
you're
he's
just
he's doomed. You know?
Doomed without
more
doom.
than doomed.
Yeah,
Taking
he
like
can't do
400
anything.
damage a second as well, and EG, after a rough Series 1, right, getting 2-0'd by Liquid, they come back, and even that game 1, I'm sure they were nervous. Like, C9 had a shot, but EG does end up 2-0ing them. And was that C9's last series?
No, they got 2 more games.
They have 2 more games. Do you know they're
They
playing some?
play OG Seed.
Yes,
okay.
they do.
And
Jesse
OG
was saying
and-
that.
and
They're
it's
worried
worrying.
because it's like, I mean,
Nothing.
they have
Yeah.
nothing to play for. That means they're probably going to do some crazy stuff and catch us by surprise.
They have $3,000 in prize money to play for.
They
Let's
do.
just be clear.
They do.
Well, we'll come back and break this down one more, maybe get a post-game interview, guys. But first, it's over to a break. You're watching the Loop Bet Dota Summit 12. Stick around. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Loop Bet Dota Summit 12. We're here with the legend and now the scourge of NA pubs, Crit. How you doing? Might need to move a little closer.
That's good.
Yeah, doing good.
So you just 2-0'd Cloud9. Some kind of
American
back and forth
Titan,
games.
in his words.
The Titan, the Clash of the Titans.
Clean games. Nah. Yeah, it's been a little bit messy for us here, but I think we're starting. Basically, this is our boot camp. We didn't really practice much before this, so we're kind of taking it one step at a time. I think there are some teams here that really want to do well because they don't have to go to the majors, so they're like basically putting everything into this. Definitely feels, especially against yesterday against Seed, they're definitely pulling out their best game.
Their pocket strats.
Yeah, you know, they were playing really well. So I think for us, we're still like kind of getting to where we want to be, and we can feel it a little bit.
So I heard a little bit of friendly banter between you and Arteezy since you've been here, and I was wondering if you were establishing your dominance by tossing EE onto him in the laning stage. You remember what I'm talking about?
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes like
It happens.
like he tells me like we can kill him, you know, and then he says I don't have mana for Link, and I'm like I already used
tossed.
I already used my stun, right? And I wanna use my other spell too, otherwise I don't have any mana, so it's just kind of whatever.
Yeah, you got to go for it. I understand.
Next time, count your mana first.
Yeah, sometimes you're gonna grief a little bit.
No. So, how's life, Crit? Just in general, doing okay?
Doing pretty good. I was watching some League games this weekend
Yeah.
at the LCS. That was pretty interesting. Getting a different perspective, you know.
Does it excite you since, I guess Dota's headed that league direction?
Yeah, I mean it's interesting to see what they're doing, and I think there's a lot to learn just in terms of like how it's run and like how fans have like a weekly thing to look at, which I think is what Valve really wants to do as well. So it was definitely something, like for me it was fun to watch, you know, and I don't know much about League, but I was still in the arena. I'm like getting hyped, you know, because the games were good. So I think it's a good thing. I hope Dota gets to be like the same thing where it's also in like a studio every week, that type of thing. So yeah.
Would you want to eventually like play with like on site? You know,
Yeah,
because they're all in one location. Like all those teams are in LA.
I think that would be great, but I think it's like a bit far away right now for Dota, but I think that's ideal, you know.
Now, EG, you guys are an NA team. Are you, as an individual player, Grant says you've been adopted by North America. Do you consider yourself a bit of an NA Dota boy now? You've been playing NA for a while.
I always tell people that I'm an NA player, but I'm European, you know. Like I'm still Danish, but you know, I play for an NA team. I like to represent NA, you know. It doesn't make me American.
Do you feel a bit of pride towards America still,
for
as
sure.
well as Denmark? Yeah.
Like I definitely want, when I'm looking at other teams, like, you know, I want other NA teams to do well. I'm not cheering for Europe, you know. It's just it goes with it. So
cool.
You heard it here first from Crit. Fuck Europe.
That's what we're going.
So you've got one match left, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, I think we have one match break, and then we play Fnatic.
Okay. So how do you like? Fnatic looked pretty hot in day one. They went 4-0.
Yeah.
I think they tied both of their series today.
Yeah, they're 6-2 now.
Yeah. So if you guys win, I think would they win the group of that?
Yeah, 2-0. You guys would take the #1 spot.
I believe.
What's that mean to you?
Yeah.
For Dota Summit, loot bet Dota Summit.
It's just
as a major winner.
It's a bit surprising after yesterday, but
And the first series this morning, I'm
that's
sure
also true.
we can still get first.
Can't forget about that one. Yeah, I think Fnatic was probably the team going into this tournament that we thought were the strongest. So I think tomorrow will be like both teams have a lot of potential, but we're definitely a bit shaky right now, and I think maybe they're not on top. I don't know. It's hard for me to say. I didn't watch their games much, so. But I think they have a lot of potential as a team, so it's one of the scary teams to play.
Well, thanks. We should probably let you get back. You know, you got to practice for that next one. Fnatic, it will be for first place. If you do get first, you get to choose between 3rd and 4th seed. So, you know, we'll let you mull that over, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
coming on,
Thanks,
man.
great.
Make nice with Arteezy.
Lots more Dota 2 action coming up. I'm going to say a huge thanks to our sponsors that make this all happen. Loot.bet, or LootBet, the official betting partner of LootBet Dota Summit 12, and as well as our boys Monster Energy. That's the good stuff. That's what keeps us energized, the teams energized, and makes Dota Summit also possible. So big thanks and shout out to all our sponsors. With that, what's our next series? You guys know?
You're putting me on the spot here.
It is OG Seed versus. Well, I got one team. Y'all need to help me
I know
out.
they're playing
Thunder Predator?
Cloud9.
Cloud9.
Yeah, we're talking about that.
All right.
Cloud9. Ooh, fun, spicy.
Ooh, that and yeah, as I said, right, they got nothing to, right here. We're just gonna see. I think we're just gonna see teams running at each other right now. I think we're gonna see some crazier drafts than we had before, and I think it's gonna be pretty intense.
How do you win against a team that has nothing to lose?
Have nothing to lose yourself.
But they do, so they're fucked
Oh
up. That's
my
what you're saying.
god! Yeah, we're just gonna skip this series. We'll see. No, I'm just kidding.
And on that note, we'll let you ruminate. We'll let you think about how could they possibly win against a team who has nothing to lose. LootBet Dota Summit 12 action continues after this.
Hello, welcome back to the LootBet Dota 2 Summit. I'm here with Z-Freak. We're going to be doing another closet interview. Come on, step into my office. In we go, let's close the doors. Brilliant. So, how's the summit been going so far for you?
Pretty well. I'd say probably above expectations, considering how we played in officials coming up to here, but we never really stopped scrimming, so we kept getting better, obviously, and I think we're actually playing pretty well here.
Do you think you're breaking through a little bit as a team and improving over time?
Definitely improving over time. I don't know if there's really breakthroughs as much as just steady improvements, start making more plays, start making less mistakes, and understanding each other more and more.
You've personally had a very, very good summit. You've impressed. You've been top of Reddit with some of your plays. Is that personally important to you, to be a flashy, well-known player, or do you just care about how well the team does?
I really don't care if what I do is flashy. I think a lot of the time when you play 4, you're just kind of deciding if you're going to enable your team or try and, be a core yourself. So sometimes you decide to try and be a core yourself and you hope you end up on Reddit because otherwise you probably did it wrong. Yeah. But overall, I'd rather just the team do well.
That's good to hear. So talk to me about the rest of the team. Are they people you knew well before, or were they all completely new to you when you joined?
So I knew Chessie really well, obviously. We played together in the past all the way back to Han. I knew Zibe a little bit from Han as well, but I hadn't seen him in years. Didn't really know Peksu that well, or Omar with Madara. So overall, it's a mix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Were you sad to leave Complexity and join a new team after 5 years with the same organization?
I mean, for sure. Like, I'm still friends with all the guys at Cole. I still visit occasionally because I live in the area. So I'm not completely gone, at least, but yeah, it's kind of like moving away from family after a while, You see the same people for long enough that, it's just sad to leave.
Do you still feel like an NA player, or are you an EU player now?
I'm definitely an NA player. I was told NA players aren't allowed to become EU players. EU players, they can just come to America and say they want to be American and they're accepted, but I'm told I can't become an EU player, so...
Is there anything in particular that you think categorizes NA players? What makes you different?
Flaming in pubs, probably, but if you go far enough east, it starts happening again, so I'm not sure.
Fair enough. It's often been said to me and a lot of people that OG are a developmental squad. Is that something you agree with?
Like our squad in OG? Yeah, definitely. Just, here to just get better, here to learn. And I think at this point we're kind of, a real team. But definitely at the beginning it's more of like a go in with an open mind and absorb what you can from, obviously, Johan, Seb, Sox.
Is the end goal for that for you to just get better and better as a player and then become a real boy, as it were? Or do you think it's this team is going to become a real force alongside the full OG?
I mean, you hope this team becomes a real force, right? Like, we're going to try. If it works, I really hope it works, and we're going to give it, everything we can to make it work. But, it's Dota, and it's really hard, so maybe it won't. Hopefully it does.
Just to close up, one question I'm asking everyone is, Nico Baby from Alliance, he has a Medusa tattooed on his face and neck. If you could have any Dota hero tattooed on your face or neck, so it's very, very visible, which Dota hero would you choose?
So, back even the first TI I played at, TI 5, I was trying to convince my team that if we won the event, we would all get tattoos of the hero we won the last game as. So whatever hero I play to win TI.
Which one do you have an inkling as to what that would be?
I don't know, probably Earthshaker because it's TI.
You don't want something that looks super terrible. I don't know what heroes would look dreadful tattooed on you that you play in a 4 position, but...
I don't think any. You can make anything look good.
Yeah, an Omni Knight might be a little bit detailed.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much for talking to me. Good luck in your next game, and we'll go back to the break. Thanks, guys.